Hey, it's CJ here. Welcome back to True Point of Creation. Now, I'm working on a piece of surreal collage art from the 50s. This is a 50s old magazine, and this one is called Maggie and the Dazzler. So, yes, Maggie and the Dazzler. So, I've been doing a bunch of fussy cutting now. I'm not really the biggest fussy cutting person because, obviously I don't have the skills to do all that very well. But I've been cutting all around, cut around her eyelashes there, cut around her hair. I guess I have some B-roll I can show you as I was trying to cut this stuff up. And, it didn't work out perfect. A couple of her hair strands got ripped off. And, that's kind of how it goes. I also cut some roses. So I have these roses I'm going to incorporate into here. I just wanted to bring y'all along as I put it together because I'm kind of getting to that point where I'm trying to put it together. Now, not really sure how it's going to turn out, but Maggie and the Dazzler sounds pretty cool. I like that piece under there, but I was going to use that piece for something else. And I do have this piece here, and we're just going to try to, cover up the edges of the sharp edges of what it is. So this was just white here. I just cut that out. And you can see I left a little bit around the M because, it was a little tricky. I didn't want to rip that top off. Well, I guess I could have cut that right off and you'd still know that it's an M. Whatever. So I just wanted to glue this piece in just to kind of bring some more color to it instead of the white. We're going to cover this white with one of the roses. So we'll see how that goes. I have this piece of paper right here and I have some glue. So what we're going to do is just, well, let's see. If I just want to cut off some of it. I think I can cut off this piece so I can have it for something else. Let's go ahead and take a quick snip. Quick snip. Perfect. Now, maybe I could use that for the edge or that one for the edge, but I just want to kind of cover that and a little bit right there. I'm not going to glue that part, but I know there's a little piece right there where the gap comes, so that looks about right. I like the color. I hate to waste that. And I do that white there. The white of that M is kind of bugging me now. Oh, dare I cut it with some scissors. That would be a disaster if I mess it up. What do you think? Do I leave the M? Oh, I gotta cut it. Dang it. This ain't gonna be good. Well, maybe it'll be good. Let's just be very gentle. This is very fragile paper. This is not like the modern magazine paper here. So I'm gonna just hold that piece down and give it a very gentle slice across the top. Very gentle. Ooh. There it goes. Okay. Top of the M's gone. I don't know. Just that piece of white was kind of messing with me. And some of that M's going to be cut off too. So we'll just see. I don't know if that was good or not. But hey, that's why we're doing it. We're just messing around. We're learning. Making some cool pieces of art. This one out of a 50s magazine here. So to get this to just stick there. I know it's not perfect and it's kind of strange, but we're just taking out some of the white. So we just took out some white too. So let's see. I think I'll just put some glue right here. Not a ton. Learning not to put a ton of glue. We just want a little there and we want to make sure it's covering all that. That seems good. Let's get some color. Get a little color. Oops, a little bit sticking out there. A little glue. It's all right. Okay, so this piece, the reason why that has to be like that is because when this piece goes, see, you could see that a little bit between her lips there, right in front of her lips. But I didn't want this going over her chin or anything. So that's why I put that piece there. Now there's another piece that, let's get this. This is our backing board. This is the backing piece. I wish I had some better backing board. I actually do for some magazine backing boards. I could probably use those. And that would be thicker for sure than these ones. Okay, so that's what it's supposed to be like, right? It's Maggie and the Dazzler. So he's dazzling her, but I don't know if she's fully going for it. She's pretty smart. Maggie's smart. She don't go for that dumb stuff unless he brings roses. Now, there might be some roses involved. Okay, we'll put that there and there. So you see, we filled that. Now it's the gap, her hairline, her hairline. We need a little piece, a tiny piece. I had some other pieces I cut off. Let me just cut it off of this, I guess. It's not very big. It's not very big at all. Hope that was good enough. Seems good enough. Let's just put a little glue on it and stick it behind her hair. Right there. Okay, that's the idea. Oh, there's a motorcycle gang going by. You probably won't hear that though. My mic has been pretty good at taking that stuff out. Okay. Oh, watch out for her hair. Okay, so that's what we're looking at. Hopefully you could see that well. Camera's kind of been out of alignment here. All right, so now that's good. Kind of want to maybe glue this corner down so it stops wiggling around. Maybe we'll do that. Where's those flattening pieces? Right here. These things, they've been coming in handy. Flatten out any bubbles and make sure it's glued down good. So that's Maggie and the Dazzler. And put this blade away so I don't cut myself. We have that. I was thinking about, something like this, just to fix that rough edge or to kind of line it up. And maybe depending on where it lands on our board, put another piece there or something. You probably won't see most of that because the frame will cut off a lot of that, but it's worth just trying to cover up some stuff or make it look a little cleaner and a little more stylized, So I like it so far. It's a really good picture. It was tricky to try to go around and cut this out and what I was going to come up with, but we're getting it. We got the Dazzler that kind of works. It matches his jacket, a little bit of his hand and his skin. So that's why it all kind of comes together. And just the colors from that magazine look really good together. We'll put something like that. So we'll save it. Save that part for the end. Now let's figure this out. These are always the tricky parts when you're doing these, is like what goes down first and how do you lock it into place and all that good stuff. So it looks like it's only going under her nose and her hair a little bit here, not much else. So if we glue her and him all the way down, except for the nose and the hair, then it should work out fine. Look at her eyelashes. I cut around her eyelashes. I mean, they're not perfect, but you can see the little fraying in it. So it's kind of like a real eyelash. I don't know. I liked it. It's just, I know it's not perfect, but that's what's so cool about it, is it's imperfect and it makes it look kind of cool with her eyelashes. Okay, the Dazzler. We're going to set the Dazzler to the side. We're going to grab the big piece and glue it except for the front of her face and her hair. So there's the back of it. That's all the stuff we're losing. I want to over glue it, but we gotta do what we gotta do. Watch out, Dazzler, coming through. So let's just put a bunch of glue on it so we can get it sticking down. Not too much glue, and we're gonna watch out around the edges anyway. So let's make sure we're going in one direction. These are all the things I'm losing, or learning, not losing. I'm losing pieces as I keep ripping them off. So these are the things that I'm learning of, don't go like this with the glue stick. And I saw a video titled No More Glue Stick, and I kind of want to watch it. I just haven't had a chance to watch it. It's a lady who creates collage art. If I ever do get the tip from it, I'll give a shout out to the lady. I don't know. I haven't watched the video yet. It was showing up on my page and I was like, oh, no more glue stick. I got to watch that. So I probably will get rid of the glue stick eventually. Oh no, don't stick to the paper. Okay, stick to this paper. That's what we want. That looks pretty close. Ooh, no, a little crooked, It's okay. Those edges are fine. They're gonna get cut off anyway. Just want to make sure it's nice and flat. And kind of put it down gently. We don't want to rip anything here. I don't know if we got enough glue up there. How far up I went with the glue. Hopefully it didn't just glue them to the table. Is there glue up there? Ooh, a little bit. Okay. Oh, this paper must already have glue on it. It's a recycled piece of paper from some other project, I guess. We just don't want it ruining anything. Okay, this side's better. Just glue it to the table. Who knows? Okay, this one, I think we can go ahead and get this in there. Now that we filled those gaps, that makes it really, really good. Looks like it's all in there pretty flat. You know, there's a little, I didn't really glue that down well when I glued it. I just tacked it there. Maybe I should put a little more glue there. It's just stuff we're learning, you know, it's not that big a deal. Once you put it in a frame, it's going to flatten all that down. Let's get the Dazzler in place. He's trying to dazzle her. The Dazzler. I haven't heard nothing like that in a while. The Dazzler. I've heard a lot of other things. Womanizer, things like that. A-hole, you know. Anyway, just messing around. Let's go and slide it right under her nostril. Don't worry, girl. It smells good. It smells good. I got a rose for you. So let's get the Dazzler in place. Ooh, that was it, but then it kind of got a little grippy there. So let's just make sure we get it under her lips. Her lips, but not under her chin, because that's where it looks weird at. Okay, I think that's it, but I don't know how straight we are. Oh, it's tricky with all that glue on there. There we go. Maybe better from this side. I can get a better shot of what I'm doing. Yes. Okay. How straight? Oh, it's pretty straight. Let's see if that's going to get cut off. Nope. You should probably be able to see that with the frame. It might cut just the bottom of the and the Dazzler off just a little bit. And wonder if we should try to get some under her hair and stuff, but I don't really want to bend it. I don't think we really need to. Maybe just a tad under her hair, but I don't think under her nose is a good plan because that's a little tricky. And if it flows up, it's okay. It's going to be under a picture frame. Let me get that up over there. It feels like the top might have a little stickiness to it. So that is that. I like it. I like it. Oh, I forgot though. This was supposed to come out from under here. Let's see. That's supposed to be right there. Okay, let's do it real quick while it's still up. Oh, actually, be careful. See, I fussy cut all around all these leaves on the rose as well. So a lot of fussy cutting going on. See, I got some footage of that, I believe, as well. Okay, here we go. Now, it wasn't supposed to be on her face too much. It's supposed to be a little bit over the M, like that. Ooh, you like that? It's just there a little bit over her chin. I know, but it's okay. That's how we kind of wanted it. And then this one's supposed to look like it's supposed to match with her shirt over here. Oh, this one's so fragile. Fragile. It is so fragile. We're gonna have to really watch out. Okay, you know, me with my heavy hands here. Here we go. Real gentle. Oh, oh man, this thing is. Ooh. Oh, just putting the glue stick on it's just a lot. See, no more glue stick. I gotta watch that video. Can I just do something else besides this glue stick? This glue stick just wants to rip. My stem, don't you be ripping my rose stem. Oh, here we go. Let's just get it real good on the top and then it should hold the rest of it. That's the plan. That's the plan. Okay. Whew. I'm sweating from that. This was supposed to go, I wanted it to kind of block that white. Where does that land on his face? Oh, that lands perfect. That lands perfect. Now, one last little thing, though. I know. Why am I doing this? I don't know. Woo! There you go. Just so it ends right at her dress. And it covers it. Oh, did it work? Did it work? We could still rip this. We gotta be careful here. It's not really glued down. That's the style. That's what I was going for. Let's get these last pieces in and then we'll see I'll cut off the edges and we'll put it in a frame. Super easy, super quick. You know, it's not as detailed. I guess it took me some time cutting around those. Cutting around those flowers was a little tricky, Let's see here. Tricky Ricky. Now this is just an idea. I don't really know. I was just like, well, let's just kind of bring it together by lining this up with something like that. Oh, didn't want to stick, I guess. Dazzler. We'll get it right in there. Is that off? Just a tad. Okay, stick. Stay in place. Stop moving. Stop moving. Okay, got it to stop moving. Now, the piece up there. So now let's go ahead and just chop this. Okay, we're gonna have to come through and do a better chop here. But what if there was another piece like that? Perfect. Ish. Perfectly unperfect. Oh wait, there's a shred. Okay, get rid of that. Let's go ahead and glue this up. That shred stuck to my finger still. Glue it up. Some more glue than's needed, I'm sure of it. And then right under her hair. And then down to the Dazzler. Like that. Okay, what has to happen is I have to cut off his face and all this. You're not going to get to see him, obviously. He's not part of it. You can see from the back, he's just kind of there. You just see him like whispering in her ear or something. So that's what that is. All right, let me trim all this up. And then we will put it in a frame. Get this out of my way. Let's put the blade away so we don't cut ourselves. Try to be careful with them blades if you're ever doing that. They're not friendly. Now, I've done a bunch of other, work with blades, not with art, but so I know to be extra careful with them because I've seen people get really hurt using box cutters and stuff like those X-Acto knives. So just be careful if you're doing this, like, and you're not really experienced with it. I'd say stick with the scissors, and you could hurt yourself with scissors too, is obviously. But be super careful. If you see any of these videos of me or of anyone else online playing, cutting with these X-Acto knives and it's sped up. You see a lot of these where there's, sped up. I speed mine all up for my ASMR videos. And I'm not actually going that fast. I'm actually looking at it and being very careful with what I'm cutting. Now, I'm about to cut this. I don't like looking at it. I know that this is the edge. I'm going to lose all this and it's sad. So I'm not going to look at it when I cut it. I know that this is the frame size. So it's sad to say, but this has to go away. Oh, cut, cut, cut. Yeah, but anyway, like I was saying, be super careful with those blades. I mean, I don't know. You could be a professional or whatever and do what you're comfortable with. But if you're not, since I'm not a professional, and it's kind of what this page is just people having fun and stuff. I just want to give you some advice of this. Be careful with those blades because it can really hurt you. All right, that's what we lost. That's what we lost. We lost top. Man, I cut all that on her hair for nothing. I did it all for nothing. But we got rid of his big old forehead, so I guess that's good. Anyway, let me put it in frame. Give me 1 second. I'm going to throw it in a frame real quick. All right, I got it in a frame. Are you ready to see our new piece of surreal collage art? This is from a 1950s magazine. We're calling it Maggie and the Dazzler. Are you ready to see it? You ready to see it? Boom, there it is. Oh, it's pretty. It's pretty, pretty. I like it. See, it's got the roses. I did all that fussy cutting around the roses and then around her hair and stuff, around her eyelashes. I did some fussy cutting around her eyelashes. A little tricky, but I'm not perfect with that, but I think it's cool. I think it came out well. We got the Dazzler and then Maggie here. He's whispering in her ear, trying to dazzle her, but she don't really go for that. You can give her roses, you can give her diamond earrings, but she'll think about it. She'll think about it. She's considering it, but she don't just go for it that easy. Anyway, I think it's a real good piece. All the colors really match. The yellow matches with her yellow dress, and then the Dazzler piece matches with his suit and kind of their skin color. Just all the colors go kind of really well together from this magazine, so that's why I like it. If you like this piece, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you in the next one.